Hello everyone. So Saturn went retrograde today, July 13th at about 12:30 this morning, Central Daylight Time. And it's going to stay that way until around November 28th at 1:24 a.m. Central Daylight Time. All of these readings are meant to help you understand what the different themes or energies going on for this retrograde are going to look like. I do recommend watching all 12, especially as each sign pertains to the house in which it rules for you and your birth chart. All right, at the very least, I hope you watch your big three. With that said, I'm using the deck of many things, my hand-drawn cards, and the Darkwood Tarot, and then I'm going to pull some guidance from the Magical Spirit Oracle for each sign. I hope you guys enjoy. Let's get into the messages. All right, Libra. Let's see what is going on for you for this Saturn retrograde cycle. All right, Libra. So, looking at your cards, I get the vibe that you've already gone pretty far down a detour of a path. It is not your path. It is not the high path. As a matter of fact, it was like you took the worst road possible. Okay? It feels like that. The plus side is Spirit is kind of giving you a get out of jail free opportunity. The Fates is a get out of jail free card. What you're escaping is the void, which is becoming a soulless person. Okay? Where you literally just stop caring about everything and everyone, and you become highly destructive, not just to others, but to yourself. The skull represents the need to defeat, quote unquote, death or be forever destroyed, right? This is D&D cards. The deck of many things is from D&D. But metaphorically speaking, you have to allow yourself to go through a complete ego death, or you are going to fall victim to that soulless state where you are going to be seriously disconnected. You might not be able to hear your intuition anymore. You might negate your feelings altogether because you don't feel anything, right? This state of numbness that is detrimental. The nightingale here is this bird that sings right before the dawn. And we do have the needle and thread on the bottom of this deck with the dark night. So whoever you're connected with, like, you see their potential, but you are not seeing the reality of them. And the reality of them is they're damned. They're damned and they are damning you, right? Spirit is giving you an opportunity to get out of jail free. The jail is right here. And that jester who is creepily breaking the fourth wall, staring through the card right at you, is a soulmate with the Two of Cups. It is a soulmate. And they are in dark energy. And to be fair, you are too. We have the black horse and the gray horse. You have darkness just like they do. And Spirit is giving you an opportunity to either go light or go dark. But you can't stay in the gray and ignore it, or you will become dark just like them. You are the company you keep. And if they're a soulless mess of an energy, you are the company you keep. You choose to stay around them, and that's exactly what you're going to end up being. You probably live with this person or work with this person on some level. We have the Ten of Pentacles with the Three of Pentacles. There's definitely financial ties and or family ties, home ties, something like that. Whether it is your literal home or your home away from home, which is normally your workplace. And if you work from home, well, then they are definitely inside your home with you. They are a fool. They are a fool. And they're not entertaining, not in a good way. And they're calling you to be a fool with them. They're calling you to be an idiot with them. Divinely distracted in this prison. They want you locked in and soulless with them forever. If they could keep you trapped for the rest of your life, they would. They would. They'll never leave you. They will never leave you. You have to leave them. And it's one of your weaknesses, right? Libra in their shadow is excruciatingly codependent and will stay in toxic dynamics way after their expiration date. Spirit is giving you an opportunity to reinvent yourself and maybe not do that, because this specific individual is not going anywhere. And they're toxic as fuck. They are not going anywhere. They're going to drag you down with them into their soulless place. If you let them. If you let them. Spirit's giving you a get out of jail free card. It's giving you a get out of jail free card with the fates. You have to choose it. You have to choose to let this individual go. You have to seize the opportunity to wake up and not let your fears get in the way. Whatever it is you're afraid of. You have a certain vision for your life with the King of Wands, who's also been making an appearance in quite a few of the readings. It's the Master Visionary. You're at a choice point with the Two of Wands. You have to master your demons. You have to be able to not be afraid of your demons. The snake charmer, right? That you would have control over your demons and not be afraid. Not be afraid of the healing medicine. You know, we've brought it up in a couple of the readings now too. Like, one of the most courageous things you can do is ask for help or say goodbye. They're two of the most terrifying things that people hate doing the most. Hate asking for help, and they hate saying goodbye and admitting that something's over, that it cannot continue. And if you ask for help and their actions say no, well, then you have to be able to say goodbye. You've got to be able to get a hold of your snakes, your demons, and remind them that they are not in control. You are. You know they're there. Your demons are there. Your shadows, your insecurities, your fears are there. They're not going anywhere. It's just depending on whether or not you decide to let them control you, or if you decide to be in control of them and override. Like, no, you are not calling shots. No, you are not calling shots. Your demons make you a little bitch. You're like, no, I'm tired of it. That's the mindset. Can't be afraid. We've got the Star card here with the Eight of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. Healing is going to take some work, but it'll completely change your life. The Fates, the Wheel of Fortune, it's the Fates. You've got to be able to put in the work to heal. You cannot let your demons, your devils, your fears, your insecurities make you a little bitch. That's not who you are or who you want to be. In submission, on your knees in front of your fears. Please, please don't come true. Please, please don't hurt me. Please. Every single one of your fears is going to come true if you are on your knees. They're going to fucking laugh at you like you're the joke, the jester, the idiot. If you really think your demons are not going to fucking betray you. You know what I mean? You've got to put in this effort to heal. You got to, like, step up for yourself. Integrate Aryan energy. right? Saturn is retrograding out of Aries opposite your sign, and it's going to come back full force and hit your sign. This get out of jail free card is happening while Saturn's retrograding in Pisces. I guarantee you, because as soon as Saturn goes direct and it is back in Aries opposite your sign, you're locked in. Saturn is a long cycle. It's like 30 fucking years. It's a long cycle. You have this window with Saturn retrograde to get the heck out of whatever it is, or you are going to get seriously locked in for what is going to feel like the rest of your life. 30 years? How old are you? How old are you going to be in 30 years? Do you really want to learn the lesson then and get out of this horror show then? And start over then? Or do you want to choose it now? And see what the next 30 years has to offer from the light side? Like, I can't tell you how to live. You know what I mean? But if I could. But if I could. I think you had a similar message come out for your July reading. Like, someone's got to shake you out of it. You got to look in the mirror at your life and be like, is this what I want? Is this what I want for the next 30 years? Is this what I want for the next 30 years? Think about that. Do you want to get locked in? Because it's not going to get better. It could get worse. But it's not going to get better. Let's get you a guidance card. Spirit, please, what card above all others for Libra? This Saturn retrograde cycle. What is the best advice? What is the divine reminder for them with this Saturn retrograde? Sweet Oblivion. Card number 40. It's okay. I don't know what I'm doing either. Uncertainty, fate, and humor, right? Synchronistic words. It's okay. It's okay if you don't know what you're doing. All you know is you can't keep doing what you are doing. You know? You figure out the rest as you go. As long as you know you're not doing what you've been doing, and you're willing to try something different, you'll be fine. Uncertainty, fate, the void, humor. I am freely floating amid the beautiful cosmos, sinking into the unknown, trusting in your own free will in combination with fate. The sorceress who embraces the power within the void. Sometimes it is okay to be lost and have no answers. Sometimes the best adventures happen when we don't know where we're going. Sometimes the greatest love is found when we aren't looking for it. Such is the power of destiny, ironic humor, the great contradictions. There is a choice to be made when we are floating amid the great expanse of the cosmos. Will we choose freedom or will we choose fear? One empowers while the other disempowers. Perhaps the ultimate choice would be somewhere in the middle. Maybe this is what living with bravery means. The hero often has no idea what they are doing, yet they take on a courageous role. They meet it head on. They do the best they can with what they do know and integrate what they find out along the way. The Sweet Oblivion card reminds us that nobody really knows what they are doing. How could they? We were not given a manual for exactly what to do in our lives moment to moment. We are just here to live, not to solve the totality of the great mystery. Rather, we're here to experience it, to evolve with it. Our human mind mistakes knowingness for safety and peace. It values cosmic order over cosmic chaos, but both are essential. When you pull the Sweet Oblivion card, it asks you not to compare yourself with others. It reminds you to not be fooled by how others may present themselves in the world. The confidence another displays means nothing about what is within them. A seemingly insecure person could have far more understandings than someone who boasts and brags. Humankind is simultaneously lost and at home within the universe. We have no idea what we're doing, only that we must evolve toward a higher state of being, that we are souls connected to the one great spirit. Notice the ways in which you feel you are missing something that others have, or when you feel everybody else knows something that you don't. Reassure yourself kindly when you recognize them. Deeply breathe and affirm to yourself, it's okay. Nobody really knows what they are doing. Take your life day by day and step by step and trust the journey just as the hero does. It is okay to leap, Libra. Matter of fact, it is divinely required. It is divinely required. You're here to fulfill your soul purpose. And all you know right now is the next step. It reminds me, I think it's a Martin Luther King quote. Martin Luther King Jr. You don't need to see the whole staircase, just the next step. Or the first step. Forgive me. I don't know the exact quote. But that's exactly what it is. You don't have to see the whole staircase. You just got to know if you take the first step, the next step will present itself. And before you know it, you will have reached the top of wherever it is you need to be. You don't have to see the whole staircase. You just have to accept one step at a time. Trust one day at a time. Let yourself be guided. One day at a time, one moment at a time, and choose to heal your life. Trust your intuition, trust spirit. Trust it doesn't want you to suffer. It does not want you locked in a 30-year cycle being some fucking idiot. Stagnant and dead inside. Why do you think it's giving you this out? You can choose whatever you want. Spirit is giving you this message. It's been giving you messages, especially for me. Like, you need to get out of whatever it is you got yourself into. No matter what it is. Living situation, family situation, work situation, some other partnership, romantic, business, or otherwise. You need to get out. You know it's not good for you. You know it's not. You know that it's not because it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good to deal with it. It's constantly frustrating you or pissing you off or upsetting you or disappointing you or all of the above. You know what it is. Let it go. What are you choosing it over and over and over every day for? Are you willing to choose it every day for the next 30 years? Because spirit has to move on. Spirit can only nudge you and give you so many windows before it's like, okay, I need to focus on other people now. There's 7, 8, 9, however many billion people in the world. Libra had their window. They either took it or they didn't, and I gotta move on. Like, spirit loves you, but it's gonna move on. And if you don't want to be locked out, if you don't want to be disconnected, if you don't want to feel that death while living, you have to trust this step. You have to trust this step. Spirit is going to work with the people who move forward and choose that. But spirit can't help you if you choose to stay stagnant. Spirit's like, okay, now you're wasting my time and energy. And I got people who are not wasting my time and energy, ready to go, ready to evolve, ready to hit their high moments, and I got to put my energy there because that's what feels good. Otherwise, it's frustrating for Spirit to keep watching you choose against yourself over and over and over again. It's like, all right, maybe next life. Maybe next life Libra will get it. Maybe next life Libra will wake up. Right now I got to focus on the people who are choosing to wake up. Spirit's going to let go because you didn't. And that's just the reality of energy. Spirit doesn't want to let you go. You shut yourself out. You shut Spirit out and said, no, I'm not going to listen to my intuition. I'm too afraid. Spirit said, okay, then live in your fear. Then live in your fear. Live it really well. So that come next life, maybe you won't choose it again. You make the choices, Libra. No one else is going to make them for you. I do hope the reading landed for you and that it helps. I do. I'll continue to be here on both TikTok and YouTube. I hope you follow me on both. And I will continue to give you readings throughout the cycle as we continue to make progress with these energies. All right? Much love to you always. If this is where we part ways, Libra, I do wish you nothing but the best. And I will see you next time. Bye.